You looked around to check but flinched when someone came from behind as you looked at him and took a deep breath. Max, why are you still up? You asked while he apologized. I went to pick you up, but you already left. You are late today, you sighed. I know I'm a little late. He raised rose looking at the clock as it's 3 a.m. in the morning while you cleared your throat. Where is Jungkook? Is he still up? You asked while he gulped, and you understood from his expression what could be the environment. It was dark and someone on the lights, and you look, it's Jungkook. As you look around, it's deteriorated decoration and cake on the table. Then you shut your eyes, feeling guilty, as you look at Jungkook, who is looking at you with cold expressions. You made a feast before walking towards him and hugged him while he stayed with no reaction. I'm sorry, Bobo. Happy anniversary, you softly said while hugging him tightly. Anniversary is over, he said, removing your hands as you looked at him while he didn't look at you. Call someone to clean this mess, he ordered to Max while you just stared at him. And is my car out? He asked to Max while you felt like you don't exist for him. Yes, boss, he nodded as he is about to walk, but you held his wrist. Where are you going at this late? You asked in concern, and he finally looked at you. None of your business, he replied coldly while you sighed. I'm sorry, you said, showing your puppy eyes while this time he seemed unaffected. He tried to remove your hand, but you held it more tightly and went on your knees, holding your ears, making him hold your hand immediately as his expression changed in traction. Ryan, please forgive me. Please scold me, yell at me, or whatever you want to do, but please don't be upset with me, you softly said while he went down to your level. I can't do any of your options, you know that. But this time you broke my heart. You know how long I was waiting for you. Even I came back from mission to celebrate us. But what you did, you ruined everything. I know, but there was an emergency in the hospital. Other doctors are also there, Ryan. They could do that too. Why only you? I understand other day, but today was special. You ruined that too. You can feel pain in his voice. Am I not important to you that you can spare some time for me? Am I not your priority? Even you didn't bother to inform me. You shook your head in denial. I know, Bobo, but please try to understand. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please. He got up as he is still holding your hand. Don't be on your knees. You make me feel discredited. That's my light only. You just stared at him. Get up, I don't want to talk about it, he said, trying to make you stand while you just stared at him. If you talk to me, then only. He looked at you coldly. I won't. Not this time. I need some time. Get up. Coldly, he said without looking at you. You will be okay without talking to me. He loosened the grip. Yes, he said without looking at you. You pulled his hand a little. Here, look in my eyes and say. He looked at you. Yes, I'm completely fine, he said, looking in your eyes directly, and he seems serious this time. He removed your hands as he is about to walk but stopped. I'm mad at you, understand? He sat back facing you while your heart broken as he walked out without looking you back. He's so stubborn, you mumbled as your eyes teared up. I'm at fault this time, you mumbled while holding your head. When a maid came to clean the living room while you were correcting yourself, as you got up and looked at her and smiled fully. Achuma, you go, I'll clean. It's very late. Sorry to bother you at this late. You said, taking the broom from her hand, but she stopped you. It's okay, dear. You go and take rest. You must be tired. Don't worry about me. She said, cleaning while you are somewhere in your thoughts when you speak. Did Jungkook eat? You asked, but she shook her head in denial. No, he was waiting for you, and he was very angry earlier. All of us got scared what he might do. I was scared for you. He will never hurt me, you said, cutting off while she smiled. I know, but this time he was very angry and disappointed. You haven't seen him that time, or maybe he won't frustrate out on you. no matter how much he's angry. The way he was calmly talking to you caught us off guard. But I like that, she said, smiling while you shut your eyes. He must be upset with you, which I think he's right at his place, but he'll be okay after some time. You don't have to worry. Go and rest. Did you eat? You shook your head. I don't have appetite, you said and walked upstairs. You're constantly changing your side as you're unable to sleep and feeling anxious. You're sleepy and tired, but your mind couldn't stop thinking about Jungkook because you hurted him this time. And who would not get mad at you when it's your anniversary and you promised him that you will celebrate it together, but you couldn't make it because of some reasons, and even forgot to inform him because it was so unfortunate that you had to take that case personally. Most of the time, Jungkook get back to you in an hour or half an hour after argument, but this time you are sure that he is not going to make it easily. You can't sleep without him. He knows that. That's why he never go out for mission or work for so long. Even most of the time, he get back at night for you. It's not like you don't stay away from him. You do, but at night he does video call to you just because you don't feel empty without him and you don't feel anxious. It's just not you can't sleep without him, but he can't as well. You sit back as you're feeling so anxious and took your phone to check where there is a message from Max as you texted him to ask about Jungkook where he is. You thought he might left for mission or some work, but no, he is at farmhouse. You took relief as you knew he is alright and safe. But what about you? Are you alright? No. Your heart is beating so fast because this alone room is eating you and you are dying to see him or he talk to you at least. The thing which is bothering you that he isn't talking to you. You clutched a blanket tightly and took deep breaths so that you won't feel anxiousness in your body, but it's not helping out. Breath, breath fine, you mumble to yourself while tears sliding down from your cheeks. And you opened the drawer from your shaking hands as you took out some tablet and took water as you're about to take bath. What kind of medicine is this? Jungkook asked and sat beside you. You didn't say anything as he took the medicine from your hands and looked at you with concern. Why are you taking these pills? How and how long you are taking this? He said, pulling you in his lap, and you are about to take, but he stopped you. I can't sleep without him, you said, and he cupped your face. Don't make this habit. It's not good for your body, he said, taking medicine from your hands as you are breathing heavily. You have done a serious surgery, and unfortunately, you are unable to save the baby, which is making you anxious. And it's not the first time, it's your habit to deal with it, but it's not easy for you, even being in this profession for years. You think a lot and it creates a problem for you, so avoid it. You take this medicine. Jungkook can see you struggling a little as he pulled you in his embrace and patted your back gently, tried to make you calm. You are yourself a doctor. You know its harmful effects. You nodded. I know. And he looked at you, tilting. Then why you take this? You look down. That's my need now. I don't know, or else I can't sleep, you said with shaky voice, and he kissed your forehead and pulled you in his embrace. Close your eyes and hug me tightly, he said, kissing your back gently while you hugged him tightly. Well, he can feel your raised heartbeat and body shaking, which made him worried a little. But he calmed as he gently kissed your head and hummed a song for you, so you will feel relaxed. And it did. You really felt your body calming down as you hugged him more tightly while he smiled softly. As long as I'm there with you, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to worry. You just hummed. Promise me you don't take them. You broke the hug and looked at him with a soft smile while tears were in your eyes. I won't. He pecked your forehead and pulled you in his embrace again. You put the medicine back and hold your tears and lay down, controlling your sobs. And you close your eyes while letting your tears out. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Please talk to me, you mumble with heavy throat. Please go, you mumble while crying. And it's almost 7 a.m. by now in the morning, and your alarm rings. You're unable to sleep since then. As you switched off the alarm and when door opened revealing Jungkook, and you quickly wiped your tears as you looked. It's Jungkook who walked towards his cupboard and took out his suit, and you covered your face with blanket to hide your tears as you thought he will come to you or check on you, but he didn't. He took his suit and straight went out, which made you disappointed. Why, dear, she lowly mumbled, but you pretended to sleep. She walked near your bed to check on you as she saw you sleeping, fully covering yourself with blanket. Let her sleep, I'll tell him she is sleeping, she mumbled and walked out of your room. Make her eat food properly, at least, Ajuma. I told you. She looked at him. She didn't eat because you didn't. Jungkook sighed. Why you told her that at first place? Then I didn't. He asked, folding across his chest. I can't lie to her, she replied, and he rolled his eyes. Make her eat whenever she gets up. He's about to go, but you should do it, otherwise she won't. She was really upset when you left her like that. Jungkook made face. That's our personal matter. Please don't interfere. Saying this, he walked out. You looked at your phone as he didn't pick your call. At least you called him 100 times. You felt asleep that time for a while until you got a call from hospital that you have to come. And when you woke up, he already left. You snapped out of your thoughts as someone knocked. Yeah, come in. You said, correcting your thought as someone walked with Dr. Min and both to you. Dr. Wine, he's that patient's husband. You nodded as you told him to sit. Thank you so much, doctor, for saving my wife and my baby. I can't thank you enough, he said, folding hands in front of you while you stopped him. It's okay, you don't need to. That's my duty, you replied with a small smile. You are glad that she got your treatment on time, otherwise I can't imagine. You shook your head. Just thank God he's the one who saved. I just gave my best. But it depends on him. He nodded. Thank you once again. If you weren't there, I don't know what would happen. You just nodded. He was going straight to his bedroom but stopped as you called his name. Jungkook. He didn't look back as you walked a little and when Ajuma walked in the living room. At least you can have dinner with me, you asked, insisting, and his reply broke your heart. Ajuma, I already had my dinner outside. I'm going to sleep. And he walked upstairs, and you just watched his disappearing figure holding your tears. You sighed heavily and took your phone before leaving the living room and walked furiously. Ryan, but you already walked. You throw your phone on the bed and sat on your knees while your tears slid down and you wiped them. I know it's my fault, but listen to me. Is it that easy for you? You mumbled with heavy throat. 2 days. It's been 2 days. You didn't say a single word to me. How cool? You mumbled. You clutched your chest tightly, taking heavy breaths and shut your eyes. You are important to me, you mumbled. Jungkook walked in the kitchen and looked at the food, which is still on the table, and exhaled. Am I being too harsh for her? She didn't have dinner, he mumbled. Why are you like this? You know it's difficult for me, but you always make it more difficult for me, he mumbled when Ajuma came. Where is Mayan? Ajuma, he asked to Ajuma. I saw her going in guest room, maybe there. She speaks and he nodded. Ajuma, do one thing. Please heat up the food and bring it to guest room. She nodded and he gave her a small smile. He's about to knock the door, but stopped inside, and instead of knocking, he decided to open with the spare keys. And he opened when he heard something dropping sound, and his eyes widened and he quickly rushed inside. Ryan, are you okay? He said, walking and looking which the watch is broken. You looked at him and nodded a little while breathing heavily, and he walked near you holding your hands, one hand on your cheek, and he looked in your eyes with concern. Are you okay? He asked softly, and you looked at him but shook your head slowly. You cupped his face and looked at him with teary eyes. I'm not okay. I'm not feeling good, you said while struggling to breathe a little. He just stared at you when you hugged him tightly, and his heart dropped, feeling your heartbeat against his chest, which is beating so rapidly, and he tried to break the hug, but you didn't let as you hugged him more tightly. Please don't do this to me, Phobo, almost whispering, and when he realized. Why? He broke the hug and looked at you while your condition getting worse each passing minute. Your tears drops constantly while you are struggling to breathe, and he can see you are trying to say something but couldn't as you held his shoulder to take support, and he blacked out for a moment. Jungkook. And when he cupped your face as he felt his throat getting dry. Fine, look at me. You looked at him breathing heavily while your tears constantly dropping. Don't cry. Breathe, love, he mumbled softly. When you shook your head as you removed his hand and walked while rubbing your chest, while Jungkook just watched you helplessly, the way you were struggling as you sit down taking the support of wet, and you're feeling the shortness of breath and your body is trembling badly. Jungkook quickly opened all the windows as he poured some water in glass, and he rushed to you sitting down to your level. By now his whole body is shivering looking at your condition. Please drink this, and you shook your head. You somehow said, and he shook his head. Try to breathe, fine. Breathe, he pleadingly said. He put the glass aside as he pulled you closer and rubbed your back gently while holding your one hand and looked at you worriedly. Breathe, my love, breathe, while small sobs left from your mouth. He called out loudly when Ajuma came running in the room, and her heart dropped looking at you. Bring Wine's medicine from our bedroom. It's in the left drawer. Quickly, Jungkook said, and she nodded. While he constantly rubbed your back and trying to make you calm, and he really doesn't know what to do. And he wiped your tears and cupped your face. Please, love, I'm so sorry. I'm not mad at you, not even upset with you, he mumbled softly. While you tried to calm yourself as you looked at him, and his tears dropped down, which you wiped with your trembling hands and shook your head, and he made you drink water a little, and you closed your eyes, resting your head on his chest, and he rubbed your back. I'm so sorry, he mumbled again, and when Najma came with medicine, as she handed to him, and he quickly took out it and fed you and made you drink water, and you rested your head on bed, closing your eyes. Should I call the doctor? He asked, and you shook your head, showing his palm. And he just watched you for a while when you opened your eyes and tried to get up, and he helped you to stand and walk near the bed, and he made you lay down while you closed your eyes. Are you sure you're okay? You nodded, completely resting your body. You opened your eyes slowly after 2 hours of sleep, and just to find Jungkook massaging your head as you looked at him fadedly opening your eyes. Jungkook, you mumbled in very low voice, and he smiled, but it seems he's forcing himself to smile. You tried to sit, and he helped you before putting so many questions behind your back, and he didn't make eye contact with you, and you just watched him when he poured water in glass and extended to you. And you just stared at him, and he made you drink and wiped your lips and looked at you with a smile, but his eyes saying something else. Feeling better? You nodded, and he closed his eyes and looked back at you. He pulled you in his embrace as he pecked your forehead. I'm so sorry for everything. You broke the hug and cupped his face. Are you okay? You asked, and he looked other side. After making me feel almost tired, you are asking me whether I'm okay or not? Huh? You can feel pain in his voice. You know how scared I was? I thought he didn't complete as he pulled you in his embrace again. Don't you dare to do this again. I swear I'm not able to handle again. I will die. You broke the hug and glared at him. I will slap you hard if you say this again, as you packed his forehead. Sorry. He looked at you as tears filled in his eyes. I'm sorry. I'm responsible for your condition. I knew that. You covered his mouth with your palm. Don't talk about that, please. It's not your fault. If I was at your place, I would have reacted same. You softly said, and he smiled with tears. I remember especially right. He shook his head. Every day is special with you. Having you is blessing, and I'm grateful. I don't know what happened to me. You sniffed and kissed his forehead and smiled with tears. I will remember this and will never repeat my mistake again. He shook his head. No, I will not do anything like this which makes your condition like this. If something have happened to you, how will I forgive myself? You slide and sit in his lap before hugging him tightly. You can you can be angry with me, but don't give me silent treatment. I can't afford that. This your silence kills me. You said, wiping your tears, and he broke the hug and smiled. Okay, now have dinner. As he took the tray before uncovering it. He extended the spoon and feed you while unknowingly his tears dropped, which you wiped gently. I'm okay now. He nodded, looking down as he's about to take the spoon, but you took and extended to him. I know you also didn't have dinner. You gestured him as he opened his mouth, and you feed him while he wiped his tears, and your tears also dropped looking at him, and he looked at you. Now why are you crying? He asked while constantly wiping his tears. Because you are so. You replied with heavy throat, and he chuckled lightly and looked at you. No, I'm not, he said, smiling, and you squint, and he chuckled with tears. When you cry, my whole world cry, you know. You noticed scrunching nose. Yes, the way you make mine. He pecked your forehead. Once again to your reminder, my beautiful wife. My life depends on yours. Remember that. So take care of yourself. You nodded, and mine depends on yours. And he squint froze. Why are you copying my lines? You vowed it because I can't find the best one compared to yours. Your lines are very cheesy and unbeatable. And trust me, I love you more than you. He tilted his head. Not more than me, I love you more, he said, folding his arms across his chest. I love you more than you do. He squinted